Well, this video might be 5 years too late, but I just finished watching The Queen's Gambit. I mean, it feels fitting that this is an anniversary-style review. This is for a show that came out right when I first started doing YouTube, when my videos were kinda on the lesser side of quality. But I finally had the opportunity to sit through this series. Lindsay insisted that I watch it and talk about it. And this was so critically acclaimed, guys. It has almost near perfect ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. It won a whole bunch of Emmy Awards. It won a whole bunch of Golden Globes back when it came out. And I was hearing it was all the rave. And I honestly, it did not click with me until the series started that it was going to be all about chess. The Queen's Gambit is set during the Cold War era, where orphaned chess prodigy Beth Harmon, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, struggles with addiction in a quest to become the best chess player in the world. And I'll tell you a little bit of a personal story before I get into this and my thoughts. When I was a kid, I was always a lot more fascinated with learning how to play chess over checkers, because I'm a board game enthusiast. I absolutely love a bit of it. And there was a short period of time in elementary school where after school, I would join a chess club and I would go and I would learn how to play chess. I would play other students. And I think I went to maybe, I don't know, like 2 or 3 meetings before I just decided that chess wasn't worth it for me. I don't know, I guess I just didn't want to overthink all of my moves. Because when you get down to brass tacks, and as this series shows you, chess is a complicated game. And it gets even more complicated when you have a timer running against you also. So you have to study it. You have to recognize what your opponent is doing. And I think this series, The Queen's Gambit, is the quintessential piece of media about chess. But it's not even necessarily just about the game itself. It's about coming up with moves to overcome any sort of adversity in your life. Because as you see Beth Harmon age into Anya Taylor-Joy, she's dealing with a lot of trouble. She was orphaned. She was put into a household that she didn't really fit into necessarily. The parents were at odds with one another. And her mother tragically passes away at one point during her travels. So Beth turns to drugs and alcohol to basically numb the pain. I mean, this gets into some real shit, guys. And I thought it was brilliant. Every single move that this script makes to further Beth's journey and further us into the story, it was so masterfully done. I'll give you an example. I feel like there was a point where I could very easily predict that something was going to happen. Like, there was a point where I thought the mother was just using her daughter to basically up her financial gain. But the showrunners never did that, and I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad that they were always thinking one step ahead in terms of, okay, how can we make this series as unpredictable as possible, but how can we also make it so that our hero triumphs in the most satisfying way? And I dare not get into spoilers just in case you've never seen The Queen's Gambit, because I know there's a few people out there that still haven't. So I won't ruin it for you just in case. But goddamn, just the writing in this series is so freaking brilliant, and how it interweaves everything related to chess in the writing and in the symbolism. I think it's actually really beautiful what they do. Anya Taylor-Joy is, honestly, I can't even put into words how great she is. And I always knew that she was. Before Queen's Gambit, she was starring in Split with James McAvoy, and I loved her in that. And since The Queen's Gambit, she's gone on to have incredible success, notably in Furiosa last year. But I feel like it's her performance as Beth Harmon that puts her over the top. And it's just a really inspiring character journey. She learns how to play chess in the orphanage, which she really isn't supposed to, from the janitor. That relationship between her and Scheibel, I think that's his name, Scheibel, I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but the janitor. The lessons that she learns, when to resign a game of chess from the janitor, what moves to make, those early episodes were genius. And every episode after that, honestly, it's pretty genius what they do with this character. And it's genius how they interweave in all of her old opponents and who she ends up beating as an underdog. Like the character of Beltic, for example, played by Harry Melling. You might remember as Dudley Dursley from the Harry Potter series. He's really good in this as well. His American accent is spot on. I'm sure if you didn't know who Harry Melling was, you would have no idea he was British. The character of Benny might be one of my favorites. Thomas Brodie-Sangster is such a fun presence when you first meet him. And he turns into the main romantic interest for Beth Harmon as well. And even that, it could have gone the most predictable route possible. But they don't do it. There's really not much else I can say about The Queen's Gambit that hasn't already been said. If you didn't care about chess and you just decided to put this on Netflix, you'd probably find yourself super freaking invested in it regardless of your feelings of chess. just because you want to see Beth Harmon overcome the odds and become the best in the world. The climactic chess match that she has with this Russian named Borgov is so well done. The final tournament that she has in the final couple episodes is just so awesome. They present chess almost like it's a thriller. What with the musical score and what have you, and just how certain elements are shot, the cinematography, Queen's Gambit looks beautiful. I think this is just a really solid miniseries. It's 7 episodes, it's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it before, you probably already have by this point. But just in the event that you haven't, I strongly encourage you to check it out. It is a story of triumph, it's a story of tragedy, it's a story of addiction, and it's a story of genius. I'm going to give The Queen's Gambit an A+. Let me know what you thought of The Queen's Gambit. What is your favorite miniseries that you've ever stumbled across? What's your favorite TV series? I know that's a pretty broad topic and a huge question for you guys to answer, but I read all of your comments. I love hearing your thoughts, and I love getting in front of this camera and talking all things movies and TV with you guys. It makes me feel so alive. And thank you all so much. This channel just crossed the 2,000 subscriber mark. What the hell? You guys are so freaking awesome, and honestly, that's all I can really say at this point is thank you. And stay tuned for this Wednesday live on this channel. Join me as we just hang out, celebrate 2,000, and I'm going to reveal a special surprise for you. But this is not where the work ends. Now we begin the march to 3,000 and beyond. So if you're new, if you stumbled across this channel for the first time, hit that subscribe button, tap on that thumbs up as well. That would be greatly appreciated, my friends. Y'all are the best. Thank you so very much once again. And with all that being said, Back Talk, commence.